Hello guys, so this is the part 2 of our Super Mario tutorial. So we're done with our first part, which it will make our character, which is Super Mario, to animate. So we have 3 images. We have the A1, we have the A2, we have the A3.png. So if you have if you want to make an animation like this, a moving animation, you can search to Google, for example, Super Mario sprite, and you will see a bunch of Super Mario sprite that you can work with. Okay, so to continue, let's have the next is for our platform procedure. So let's have another procedure, and name it as the platform procedure. So it will make our platform move, or our background platform to move. So we have the platform, our mountain, and our cloud. So first thing to do is we need to initialize a variable. So the variable is, the name of the variable is the speed BG, or speed background, and for the initial value we set it to 40. So let's go to our platform procedure. Let's have a if else. So if then else. In here also we have the mutator, and let's add a 3 else if. Then for our first if, so let's have a mat and change it to the greater than or equal. And for the platform, so this is the first. Okay, so we have the platform sprite, platform.x, platform sprite.x is greater than or equal to the difference of, let's have the difference of the canvas 1.width so canvas 1.width minus the platform.width. What will happen? So it will set the platform.x, set the platform.x to, so let's have so the difference of the platform 2.x, the platform 2 sprite .x minus the platform 2.width, platform 2 sprite .width. Okay, so this is for our first platform. So as you know, we have 2 platforms. We have the platform sprite, and the platform 2 sprite. Okay, and then next, let's duplicate this if. So for this, let's have the platform 2 sprite is greater than or equal to canvas 1.width minus the platform 2 sprite. Then we will set the platform 2 sprite.x to the platform sprite minus the platform sprite.width. Okay, so this is the 2 platform that we have. So in our Photoshop, for example, so we have this platform, and this is the position of another platform. Okay, so this is the x and y of our platform. Okay, so we have the 2 platform, and based on our first initialized screen, so we have the position of our platform, which is 0, and the platform 2.x is minus or the plus of the width. So as you can see here, so this will be the position of our for the platform, which is the 0, because as you remember in our first, so we multiply the screen to 3. This is the position of the second platform. So for the animation, so we have so if the platform that x, so this is the platform x, the first platform, is greater than or equal to canvas 1 dot width. So this is the width of the canvas minus the platform sprite dot width. Okay. What will happen? It will set the platform x to the platform 2.x minus the platform 2 sprite width. So it will move from here. This is the first platform to here. Okay, and for the second platform, it will do the same. And next, for our cloud, so let's duplicate this. So we have the cloud sprite that x is greater than or equal to canvas 1 dot width minus the cloud sprite dot width. So what will happen? Let's have a additional if then else, because as you know, we have two cloud. So let's have a control and then if then else, and let's compare the text. Is it equal if the compare text cloud that picture cloud sprite that picture is equal to cloud png, so this is the name of our first cloud. Then we will set the cloud picture cloud sprite, so set the cloud sprite picture to the cloud 2 .png, else the cloud.png. Then we will set the cloud.x cloud sprite.x to 0. So that's position of the first position of our cloud. This is 0. Then set the cloud sprite.y to let's remove this and let's have a multiplication on our mat. So the screen 1 that height multiply by 0.2, so that's 20%, and this is the first position of our cloud sprite. The next we have the else if again. This is for the mountain. So else if mountain sprite dot x is greater than or equal to canvas 1 dot width minus the mountain sprite, and then set the mountain x to 0. Mountain sprite dot x to 0. Okay, so this is for the mountain. Then else we'll make them move. We'll set the platform, the first platform dot x to, okay, let's have a plus the platform x platform sprite dot x plus the global speed. Okay, so that's plus 40. And for the platform 2.x, so duplicate. So platform 2 that's sprite.x plus the global speed. And for the mountain sprite.x, so mountain.x plus, okay, let's make this a little more slower than our platform. So let's have a division. So let the global speed VG divide by a value, so the value must be 40. And for this, for our cloud sprite, so we'll set the cloud sprite that x to divide by at least 35. Okay. Then for these two run, so we have our BG clock. So when BG clock timer do, so let's call our platform procedure, and in our start game we also need to set the timer enabled to true. So this is for the BG clock. Okay, and let's refresh, play. As you can see, our platform is now moving. So this is for the platform procedure code blocks. So if you want the platform, or if you want things to adjust on their speed, you can adjust the speed to at least 20. So it will make our platform much slower than the original. And let's make the mountain sprite more faster. So let's divide it to 20. And for our cloud sprite, we can make it to 10, right? It will depend upon on the developer. Okay, so as you can see here, so we have the mountain, okay, moving, the platform is moving faster than the mountain, and the cloud is moving faster than also than the mountain. And as you can see, we have the cloud2.png. Okay, so you can adjust everything in our variable. Okay. And then next, for our next procedure, let's make Mario jump if we make touch, or if we touch our screen. So first is, let's move here, and let's initialize at least 4 or 5 variable. Duplicate, and duplicate. So for our first variable, so let's have a jumping variable, and the value is false. The next is the ground. The value is 0. And we also have the velocity. Change value of 0. And we have the gravity. Value of 0. And for the last, we have the position. So we have also the 0. Then let's create a procedure called, so the next procedure, so jump Mario initial. So what will happen if we touch our screen? So first is we can call our jump to play. So we touch this, it will call the jump to play. Our jump sound. Okay, and let's have a control. So if then, So if the global jumping, let's have a logic. So if our global jumping, so get the global jumping, is equal to false, so what will happen? It will set the global velocity. So let's set the global velocity to -50. So it will make Mario jump. And let's set the global jumping into true. Then set the animation clock. So set the animation clock timer enabled to false, so that if Mario will jump, we will only have the one image, which is the a2.png. Let's make it false, and then set the Mario sprite picture to a2.png. So if we make jump, so it we only show one image, which is the a2.png. Then we will set the jumping clock. So set the jumping clock to true. So set the jumping clock enabled to true. So later on we'll have this jumping clock. The next is another procedure. Let's create another procedure. So this is for the Mario jumping. So what will happen, okay, if we make Mario jump and then we need to turn it back to its original position. So let's have a if then in our control. So if the global jumping, so get the global jumping is equal to true, so we set the global jumping to true in our Mario initial. So I'll just rename it as Mario. Then we need to set the global velocity to, so we have here a math addition to set the global velocity, so get the global velocity plus the global gravity, and then the global position so set the global position to get the global position plus the global velocity, and then we need to set the Mario Y, the Mario sprite .y to its original position. Okay, so that is the global position. Okay, and let's have another if else, if then. So if Mario .y, Mario sprite .y is greater than or equal to the global ground, so we have the global ground here, so we need to set the Mario Y to the global ground, and then we need also to set the animation clock. So we set it to false, but we need to set here to true. And also the jumping clock from true to false. And set the global jumping to false, and the global velocity, so we have the velocity to 0, then Mach 0. Okay, the next is we'll now use the jumping clock timer, and we will call our procedure, which is the Mario jumping. And for the touch of the canvas, so when canvas 1 is touch, we'll call the jump Mario initial. Okay. So as you can see in our example, so we still have to set things here with our velocity, with our gravity. So first is to let's go back to our start game. So in our start game, we need to set the global ground. So set the global ground to the position of Mario, which is the Mario.y. So let's duplicate this. Okay. And also for the global position. And let's set the global velocity to negative 50. Okay, let's try this. Okay, so as you can see, we have our Mario on the top. So we need to set the, so I have a mistake here. I set the gravity to 0, so we should set the gravity to 10 so that we can able to make everything works properly. So if I touch the canvas, it will make Mario jump. So you can see, so we have the a2.png image as he jumps, okay, and it will make the animation clock to false so that it will not copy the animation that we have on our animation clock. Okay, so that's it. And for our next tutorial, it will be for the enemy of our character Super Mario. Okay, and if you have any question, don't forget to don't hesitate to ask in the comment section, or you can message me through my social media accounts. Okay, so again, so the problem here is we need to set the gravity to 10. Okay, and we have the global ground and the global position, and that's it. So see you again on our next tutorial. Goodbye everyone.